Hey everyone, this is Sandeep and welcome back to episode 21 of the Hook and Conversation series Simple Steps to Scale Your Sales Team. If you are running a growing business or a startup, then you are starting to feel like your sales team cannot keep up, then this episode is for you. Scaling your sales team doesn't mean hiring more reps, it means building a system that grows with your goals. Today, I'll walk you through 5 simple steps to scale your sales team without the chaos. Let's dive in to know more. So the step 1 is get clear on your sales process. A lot of teams says that we sell on Zoom and close with a proposal, but that's not a sales process. That's just a tool and an outcome over there. Before you even think about scaling your sales team, you need a map out what's already working and what's not. Now, why you need that, right? Because if you don't understand how you are closing the deals today, your new hires won't either, and they will just guess their way through, right? So here's what to figure out in your step 1. That is, how do we generate leads right now? Is it inbound? Is it outbound? Referrals or paid ads? Which sources are most effective for your business? How do we qualify those leads? What questions do we ask? What makes lead sales ready, right? Then next is your what steps do we take from first contact to the closing one? Is there a discovery call, a demo, or a proposal, or a follow-up? Who owns each step and how long does it take? So make sure you write this down. Build a clear step-by-step map of your current sales process. Even if it is messy or evolving, getting it on a paper always helps you. So spot what's working and also spot what's not working. Improve what's not. Give new hires a proven path to follow, because if it is not documented, it cannot be scaled. So step 2. Hire for traits, not just experience. When building or scaling a sales team, it's tempting to go after people having 10 plus years of experience and a polished resume. But that doesn't mean that they will perform well in your environment. What you really want are people with the right traits, the ones that show potential, adaptability, and drive. Here are 3 key traits to look out for. First is curiosity. Great salespeople don't just pitch, they ask smart questions. They dig deeper to understand customers' real problems. And that's what leads to a better solutions and closing more deals, of course. Then is your coachability. You don't need someone who knows everything. You need someone who listens to feedback, applies it, and improves. That's how they grow fast and align with your goals. Then is your grit. Sales comes with a lot of rejections. Look for people who are ready to accept those rejections and stay positive and keep pushing with intention. Once you hire them, your job isn't done. Set them up for success with a killer onboarding program and always continuous training also. That means keep it short but focused. Make sure it aligns with your actual sales process, the one you have mapped earlier. Give them tools, support, and real world practice, not just theory. Because when you hire for potential and back it up with strong onboarding, you build a team that grows with your business, not just one that looks good on paper. Let's move on to the step 3, that's equip them with the right tools. This is very important. They should have the right tools in place so that your sales team need not to juggle here and there to find one single piece of information. Reps shouldn't waste time hunting down information or logging into 5 different platforms. Set up a CRM that's actually usable. Just always maintain or create templates, call scripts, and FAQs. Dashboards that show the right metrics, activities, your conversions, the win rates, SQLs, and MQLs. So set up the dashboards in the CRM accordingly as per your requirement and your team's requirement, so that they can just quickly have a look and share the data whenever needed. The right tools increase productivity and reduce onboarding time. Let's move on to the step 4, that is structure roles to match growth. One of the most common mistakes growing companies make That is, they expect one salesperson to do everything. No, in the early days, it might work. One person is generating leads and following up and closing deals, onboarding customers, and even doing support. But as you scale, this setup breaks down. Why? Because each part of the sales process, prospecting, closing, and retention, requires different skill sets, energy, and focus. Trying to do it all burns people out and slows down your momentum. So, what should you do then, right? So, start separating roles for efficiency and growth. For instance, sales development reps, right? These are your frontline prospectors. They focus on finding leads, cold outreach, qualifying prospects, and booking meetings for your closers. Then next is your account executives. Their job is to take those qualified leads and close the deals. They then focus on presenting solutions, handling objections, negotiating, and getting the signatures. Then is your customer success managers. After the deal is closed, CSMs step into onboard support and grow the account. Their focus is on retention, upselling, and keeping customers happy. So now, why this bifurcation is needed and why it works? Each team member has a clear area of focus. It's easier to train and measure performance in that case also. People can grow into new roles as your company scales, from maybe SDR to AE to team lead or beyond. So if you want to scale smartly, don't build a team of superheroes. Build a system of specialists, each playing their part and playing it really well. Step 5 is build a continuous feedback loop. Scaling your sales team doesn't mean setting things up once and walking away. No, sales isn't static. People, markets, tools, and messages are always evolving. So what's the key to staying ahead? Feedback, real, consistent, and actionable feedback. Here's how to build a continuous feedback loop that keeps your sales team improving. So first, always conduct weekly one-on-ones, right? These are not just the check-ins. They are your chance to understand what's working and what's not. Uncover blockers that reps aren't sharing in the group meetings. Keep morale and focus high. And here is one pro tip for you. Ask questions like, where did you get stuck this week? Or which deals feel shaky to you and why you feel so, right? So next is your real call reviews. Instead of just reading CRM notes or asking for updates, listen to real sales calls. It shows you how your reps are handling objections, whether they understand the product or not, if they are actually asking the right questions to the customers. It's like watching game footage. That's how teams get better. Then is your micro coaching. Don't wait for quarterly reviews to course correct. Use small, timely tips based on what you observe. For example, try opening a discovery calls with this question. Next time, pause a second long before responding. It will feel more natural. These tiny shifts and add up to big performance gains, right? And here's another mindset shift. If a rep isn't hitting numbers, don't just replace them. That's a huge mistake many companies make. Dig deeper. Is it a skills issue? Is the messaging off? Are the leads not qualified? You can't fix what you don't understand. Hence, it's very important to dig deeper, dive deeper into it, and then make your final decisions over it. And great sales teams aren't built on hiring alone. They are built on coaching, feedback, and constant improvement. If you want to scale smart, stay in the loop with your people, because when your reps grow, your revenue is definitely going to grow in future. Here is a quick recap for you. Get clear on your sales processes. Hire for potential and train for performance. Set up tools and metrics early. Define roles to scale clearly. Create a feedback-first culture. If you are about to grow your sales team and need a scalable structure, just simply reach out to me at tandeep@salesops360.com, or if there is any other challenge you are facing, you can simply drop a message and I am all ears here. This is it for episode 21 today in the Hook and Conversation series. Stay tuned for episode 22, that is 5 AI tools to supercharge your GTM strategy. See ya.